Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Today, we're talking to those businesses, probably newly formed, that you borrowed some money, your mama gave you some, you took out of your retirement, and you took the jump and you made a business. You started a business, now you can't breathe. The debt has racked up. What do you do? Well, we're aware of those situations, and so we brought in somebody to help, and we can't wait for you to get some great information and some great resources to help you out. I'm Karen. I'm a CPA, entrepreneur with big ideas, and I'm the mom.
I'm Cadie. I'm a payroll specialist, business owner, and detail-oriented person that makes things happen, and I'm the daughter. Welcome to Cheers to Business.
All right, so today we have Miss Monica Wiggins, and Monica, you're with Lifelines Counseling, correct?
That is correct.
All right, what's your official title?
My official title is Certified Housing and Credit Counselor.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. We do a lot.
Well, good. I want everybody to hear about this because what happened was I'm in Rotary, West Mobile Rotary, and we had a speaker, Sarah Bumgarner, and she was talking about, she works for your organization for marketing, and she was telling us everything that you did. And so we got done and asked for questions, and I said, what about small businesses? And do you have anything? And she said, yeah. She said, we really kind of want to get the word out. I said, you want to show up at the studio on Thursday? And so that's how you ended up here. So I really appreciate you coming on.
Well, thank you for having us. We do have a small business owners coaching, financial coaching program.
Really?
I just recently started. We really got off the ground in March of this year.
That's new.
So we are really trying to reach out to small business owners.
Okay. In my mind, I see that, I guess my question was, I've seen so many people go into so much debt. They take money out of their retirement.
Yeah, or just spending and
borrow from the parents.
Yeah.
I mean, and just put everything, mortgage their houses, and because they expect it to be successful right off.
Right away.
It's never that way.
No, it's never.
No. Yes. So they get more debt. They got credit card debt, and it just builds, and all of a sudden they're crying, and they want a budget.
And they want to get out of debt.
They want to get out of debt.
And so one of the first things we tell small business owners is, what do your personal finances look like?
They probably look just like their business.
Well,
odds are. Just saying.
And unfortunately, if they've commingled their funds,
yes.
So now we've got to go through the process of untangling the mess.
And you help them do that.
And we help them do that.
All right, Monica, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I want to understand exactly what kind of program you have, because, we may get asked after this.
Right.
Somebody's heard the podcast. So you guys, you're not helping people start a business.
No, we're not helping you start a business.
You're helping the people who have invested and gotten into too much debt in their business.
Have established a business and don't know how to separate it from business and personal, and how to grow and expand their business.
Okay, so when you sit down with them, has there ever been anybody you've turned away?
No.
Okay, good. All right, so I've come to you and I've got debt and I don't know how to explain it. It's all one big hot mess and I bring it all in a box.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've seen that.
And we're going to sit down and go through each receipt or each piece of paper and try to untangle the mess.
God bless you.
So we can figure out the personal and the business stuff.
Okay, so you got it all figured out and you got the different piles of receipts and you put the box away.
And we put the box away.
You got it off the table.
Okay.
All right, so now it's just stacks of receipts on the table. What's the next step after that?
The next step is we're going to try to sit down with you and figure out, where do you want to go from here?
Okay, so I need to take good notes because I'm going to forget everything when I leave.
Right, and we're going to sit down and we're going to develop those goals with you to say, here's your step 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to keep it in a file. We're going to give you a copy, and you're going to take that copy and work on your stuff. And then I'm going to call you in a couple of weeks and say, hey, have you started working on your stuff?
Follow up.
So there's accountability.
And very nice. Okay, now what happens when I get in my truck and I check my cell phone and I have 3 collection calls or from vendors? Do you help them deal with vendors that they owe?
We can help you with that as well. We can help you with collections. We can help you manage that debt and get those debts paid down so you can expand your business.
That's fantastic. So how do you help with collections? How do you do that?
So basically, we have concessions with creditors that they will agree to lower.
I just thought of a concession stand at a ballpark. So tell me what that means.
That means agreements, maybe.
Okay.
We have agreements
I should know that, but I don't.
With a lot of creditors to lower your interest rate and lower your payments so you can get them paid off faster.
Very nice.
Okay.
Is this program free?
It is not totally free. However, for the Small Business Owners Coaching Program, we do charge $50 a session.
That's cheap. For the mess that some people I've seen get into.
Right.
That I could think of 5 people right now I need to call up and send your way.
Say, come on and do some budget counseling.
I love them. They're great at what they do, but just it snowballed.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so basically they thought that this business was going to take off and expand and grow and do all this great, wonderful things, and which it is, and that's what we hope it does.
Right.
However, let's pull back and let's check out the personal stuff. Let's get that straight so we can straighten out the business finances.
All right. So who's perfect for your program?
Small business owners.
Okay.
What does that mean? Because, I mean, sometimes I think small business, it's 5 employees, but then sometimes that goes up to 20.
Right. So small business owners, those with revenues less than $500,000.
Okay. So not so much employee count, but revenue of the business.
Revenue of the business, yes.
Okay. So how does someone get started?
How do they get started? If, say, Ms. Simmons has identified them as a business owner and they've got some issues with their finances, if she refers them to our office, we can schedule an appointment, and they can either come in for business counseling or they can come in for personal financial counseling. Especially if they've got tremendous amounts of debt, we can help them with, say, maybe a debt management plan, or if they just need some basic budgeting or maybe even credit counseling. That's one of the things that's real important.
That I love. And did you know we're neighbors? But I can see their office. What I should have done before I sold and retired.
Personal neighbors. I thought you were about to tell people where you live.
The office building.
Okay.
I post all over Instagram. You think everybody knows where my house is. But no. All right. You're at my old office, which I still have the building. All right. If you go out and you look to the right, that's them. So what I should have done, if I had known what I know now back then, the people crying in my office wanting a miracle.
Right.
Because they truly want help. They truly do. They didn't mean for this to happen.
Right.
And they believe in what they're trying to do. I really would have said, Monica's right there. You just go ahead and walk. You can leave your car here. Just go ahead and walk down.
Just walk down the street.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
I want some of your cars to take back.
To some of your
because
clients.
I know they'll be in my office for a while. No, that's...
You can even call 211 and find us.
Sarah talked about that the other day.
That's right.
And one of the retainers raised their hand and says, I was looking for help with an employee, and they called the 211. It's just for resources, right?
It's a resource line, and we manage that resource line. Yes.
Have you ever used it, Cadie?
I have not.
I'm going to. I'm going to make something up just so I can hear what it says. I really want to hear it. How do I wash my dogs? No, I'm just kidding.
But we do have a lot of resources available. 211.
Well, I don't want to tie it up on something silly like that. I mean, because you guys are dealing with suicide and rape and personal credit counseling, but now business credit counseling.
That's right.
And how did y'all come up with the program?
Well, it was developed through our national organization, the National Foundation for Credit Counseling, and they developed this coaching program that we've implemented, and we can help folks on the business side.
So, all right, I mean this in a good way. How are you qualified to do this?
How am I qualified? Well, I am a HUD, Housing and Urban Development, HUD certified housing and credit counselor.
Really?
We go through...
That's you. That's very impressive.
Oh, well, thank you. We go through this entire certification program. I was hired on back in 2011, 2012. Took me about 3 months to go through all of the 6 books that I had to study on and pass a housing counseling test and pass credit counseling test.
Did you have to go to the Sylvan Center?
And I did not go to the Sylvan Center, but I did have to study a lot.
That's right.
So is this program, is it a certain length of time, or do people just continue to go until they feel that they don't need it anymore? How does that work?
The small businesses program, there are 6 sessions that are involved. And if you figure you pay $50 per session, $300 is the total cost for a small business owner. However,
spread out.
Right. Spread out over.
Because they're out of money.
Right.
They're in debt.
Spread out over several months if that's what you need.
Okay.
And in terms of your personal finances, it could be ongoing. It could be a 5-year debt management plan. It just depends on what they need.
Do you guys have anybody in the program right now?
Yes, we do.
Good. But
Yes,
do you
we
have
do.
room to take on more?
We have room to take on many more.
All right.
Yes.
So for all you listeners out there who are entrepreneurs and you feel like you can't breathe, all right, because there's been times when you start a business, you don't eat. I've said since the first podcast, number one, make sure you can eat. while you're building this. And sometimes it just sneaks up on you because if you don't put money into a business, it's not going to be successful.
That's correct.
And so where does the money come from?
It comes from you.
Now you got to pay back.
Now you got to pay yourself back.
Oh, yeah.
Because think about it. You are the business.
You are.
So
But also you got your house tied up to it.
But if you don't take care of your personal finances, how are you going to grow your business?
I love that. I really like you.
Is there a common trend that you see mistake-wise that small business owners make, or any similarity between cases that you've dealt with?
Yes. Basically, as I stated before, if they don't take care of their personal finances, if their personal finances in a mess, so will their business finances be in a mess.
Because they're probably just drawing off of that business to take, put a Band-Aid on what's going on personally.
It's like under somebody's desk. No. If you ever looked under somebody's office desk, I guarantee you their house and their car looks exactly the same. So they got food stacked up and they got all kinds of crap and shoes underneath there. It's a mess.
Right.
And it tells everything about their life. I just know it.
If their personal finances are a mess, their business will be too.
See?
So one of the first things we try to get them to do is open up a separate business account. Do not commingle personal and business.
Oh, thank God.
So that when you go to a CPA, you'll have all your business stuff in one place.
All right. Then tell them to get online QuickBooks.
Right.
And it syncs with the bank.
And it syncs with
it does
the
everything
bank.
for them.
Exactly.
Hey, I don't have a job right now. So if you need anybody to teach some QuickBooks classes or anybody hiring, let me know.
Let you know.
Okay.
I'll
Just
send
saying.
them your way.
Right? I am so glad, you're talking about having a separate business and individual and, getting an accounting program.
Getting an accounting program.
Yeah, we did a show a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure which episode it was, but on different accounting softwares and what's the best for you. And what I've seen is that once people can understand what they're looking at when they look at reports, but QuickBooks will sync with the bank, the credit cards, everything.
Right.
And it's so easy.
But one of the things we try to get them to do, just put it on paper first. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but sometimes you
can't read their writing when you do their tax. I don't do tax anymore. But
if we can get them to sit at home and maybe write some stuff out, so then by the time they get to the QuickBooks or to the apps or to the programs, they've got a blueprint of what they need to do.
Of where to put the expenses.
That's where to put the stuff.
Yeah, it really is
baby
smart.
steps.
It's
baby steps.
Karen's very gung-ho. She's gone.
My husband told me I was a freight train. I told him to get on and ride because I was going. So, and that's a true story. But anyway, back to this.
Okay,
how can people get hold of you?
They can call our office.
What's
Lifelines Consumer Credit Counseling, 251-602-0011. Call and schedule an appointment with one of our financial counselors, and we'll be more than happy to assist them.
Fantastic. And your website, let's see, your website. See those three initials? I was told I can't say those anymore.
Oh, we can't say those anymore?
So
they're looking
it's not
at
cool
a business
now.
card.
Can I say lifelinesmobile.org?
I love it. How about cccsmobile.org?
How about that? We can do that too.
All right. I can read a business card.
That's right.
I tell you what, Monica, I think you can help and your organization can help so many people out there. So everybody I know that's up to their eyeballs and ears in debt with your business, please give them a call.
Give us a call. Can I talk about one other thing?
Sure.
Can I talk about credit?
Yeah.
Please.
Can I talk about personal credit?
Sure.
Go.
That has nothing to do with business credit?
You have the microphone.
You are passionate.
Yes,
you
I
can
am.
talk about anything you want.
Obviously, it influences the business, so I say we need to start with that.
Impacts the business.
Okay.
Because without their personal credit and personal finances in order, they can't grow and expand their business. Because think about it. For the first 3 years of a business owner's life, they are the business. So if their personal credit is not straight, they can't grow the business.
Truth. All right. Tell us.
We're going to work on the credit.
All
Come
right.
on in and let's get some credit counseling first so we can get
What
that.
does credit counseling involve?
Credit counseling involves us sitting down, reviewing a client's credit report, be that the 3-in-1 credit report with a score, or we can even look at the free credit reports, annualcreditreport.com. We can look at those credit reports, see what their challenges are.
So you can help get people's scores up.
We can help them with the scores, help them fix their credit.
So I should have sent the people that wanted to buy a house in 2 years and we were trying to get their financials to where they needed to be. I should have told them to walk down to you.
Come on, see us.
If I'd only known.
That's what we do.
I know you mentioned the $50 per session for the small business owners, but what about for the personal credit counseling?
The personal credit counseling, if they're trying to buy a house, the session is free.
Really?
The only thing we charge for is a $19.90 for a 3-in-1 credit report with score. Bam.
It's a great resource.
That is fantastic. 211, guys.
211.
Is this your office phone number here?
Yes, 251-602-0011.
So we want to thank you for coming on the show today. It's been
thank you for having
valuable.
me. Yes.
So valuable. I hope people reach out after this. Hey, would you do me a favor? I tell you what, if you heard about them and do this program and you heard it from the podcast today, please let them know. I want to kind of quantify. Let's see. I hope we are having an impact. And don't forget, if you like our show and we give you value and we're giving you good information, please go to iTunes and rate us. And we want to, we just want to rise in the charts. We want to have an impact. Cadie and I both do. And you guys at Lifelines and Credit Counseling are making an impact.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Should we talk about the wine?
Go for it.
All right. Left Coast. That was easy.
Left Coast.
That's what it says.
Interesting.
It's got a map. White Pinot Noir. I like anything Pinot and Noir. All right. Willamette Valley, Oregon. You ever had an Oregon grape?
I have not.
How you like this one?
It's delicious.
No, yummy. Thank you. You say donkey because I always mess it up.
We'd like to thank Donkey Market. They are our wine sponsor. So all of our wine this whole season, whole show is from them. So thank you. And if you go visit them, be sure to let them know that we sent you.
Yeah, tell Brooke that Karen and Cadie said hi. Y'all, thank you so much for listening and being here with us today. I'm Karen.
I'm Cadie. Please be sure to subscribe to Cheers to Business podcast on iTunes or anywhere else that you get your podcast. Visit our Facebook and be sure to give us a like. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to discuss, shoot us an email from the website cheerstobusiness.com.